Welcome back to I'm Dysfunctional and Ben's Dysfunctional. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. How are you?
Good.
Awesome.
Anything new going on?
Not really, no. But after the podcast today, we're doing our first attempt at recording our new EP.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, that'll be exciting.
That's fucking awesome. How many do you have right now?
Like, written-wise?
Yeah.
6. 6 songs. And after we do this EP, then we're right to the album. We're starting an album.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, we're excited for that.
That's awesome. For those of you that don't know, Ben's in a band. I am not. I'm just a fangirl. I'm his groupie.
And he also holds music equipment that I can't fit in my apartment.
But him and his band are called Blowing Smoke. They're more of like, well, you go ahead and explain because I'm not sure like what genre-wise you guys are.
I mean, we classify ourselves as pop punk, but I mean, we're pretty much alternative rock. I don't know. We got a lot of different, I guess, subgenres in there, so we don't really care. But that's just what we classify as.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was holding the drums for him. By the way, for those of you that are watching after the fact on YouTube, we're live over on twitch.tv/TheSteelNation. We do these live every Sunday. This is going to be the first interactive chat that we have. So if you're wondering who I'm talking to, one, it's either probably the voices in my head, or two, it's the people over in the Twitch chat. So there'll be a link in the description of the YouTube video with the Twitch channel, as well as all of Ben's social media stuff as well, that he's slowly working on.
Very, very slowly.
But I'm really excited about this episode, dude, because it's been something I've had on my mind, and it's conspiracy theories.
Oh, boy.
And we're not going into the conspiracies of like, oh, Bush did 9/11. Like, we're going to get deeper into shit, like the Rothschild, also the Hiltons, which I just recently discovered, and the whole flat Earth domed theory that's kind of floating around. I'll be honest, I don't know where to start because it's gonna be a roller coaster today. It's gonna be fucking wild.
Well, we can start with the what was it, the Rothschild?
Yeah.
Thing, which I'm not very well versed in. So there will be a lot of phone out and research.
Yeah, no, and that's, like I said, that's absolutely fine. Like, I'm cool with pulling the phones out and getting ourselves educated. But to kind of start off, for those of you that don't know, the Rothschild, contrary to popular belief, are one of, if not the richest family in the world. Their net worth is estimated somewhere around $700 trillion.
I thought it was in the quadrillions or some weird.
It might be now. Who the hell knows?
Like they're so rich they don't even know the exact number.
Yeah. And a lot of people speculate it's like, oh, you know, they were into the winemaking business and they were into real estate. But there's also theories floating around that they own every single bank or every like large national bank in the world. That's where a lot of that money comes from, is like all the banks kind of just get supplied by this family.
Interesting. They have their own bank though, right? It's like, it's literally called Bank Rothschild.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's spelled weird. It's like BANQUE.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking England. They do weird shit.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? If Amber's here, fuck your country. It sucks. But
Tuesday.
no, we love you, Amber. But yeah, it's crazy to me, man. And like, after I kind of looked into this a little bit more and was talking with you about it more, I've come to find out that their whole family is pretty much incest. It's like first and second cousin, like arranged marriages. And I found out that on very, very rare occasions, they'll marry Jewish people. They don't marry Jews, which is really fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like a Targaryen type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. And they all look like
They all look medieval.
Keeper of the
That's the
Crypt.
only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
They look medieval.
They look like. Did you ever see Men in Black, the original one?
Yes.
where the cockroach man tore that farmer's skin off and wore it?
No, don't say that.
That's
No.
what they look like. They look like they
Ew.
tore people's skin off and just fucking wore it the whole entire time.
Oh my god.
It's wild though, but like, and then Kayla and I were talking, and it brought up the fact that also the Hiltons, like Paris Hilton and that whole
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
they're also Rothschild. I guess.
Sort of. I mean, isn't there like one of the family members of the Hiltons married one of the Rothschilds?
Yeah.
So it's more of like an in-law type deal.
Right. But it's like, it's just so weird that they're so strict about who enters into that family that like
Yeah.
they saw the Hiltons and they're like, you know what? Yeah, we'll let these outsiders in the first time. But it's, I don't know, man. I guess it kind of ties into the whole like Illuminati thing too, like that world power.
Yeah. Maybe they are Illuminati.
Maybe, dude, who knows? That whole Illuminati thing's crazy.
That's the thing about conspiracies is like anything's possible,
Yeah.
honestly.
And
We'll
some
never
of them don't
truly
even
know.
make sense.
Honestly.
Some of them don't make sense at all. It's just very odd to me that like you have families like the Rothschilds, and then there's two other families like the Rockefellers and the Morgans. Like the Morgans are more of like, I think it's either the steel or oil industry that they own, and then you have the other family that owns whatever the other one doesn't. Yeah. So it's like there's those three main powerhouses of the world that legitimately just control fucking everything. And it's kind of scary to think about. Like, yo, everything you do at any given time, it's one of those three that are doing it. It's fucking crazy.
Well, if that's true about the Rothschilds owning parts of like every bank, that means whatever interest we're paying is going into their pockets.
Yeah. And Beller brought up a good point. He said, we're in a time, if something is a conspiracy, just wait 6 months. And they'll end up coming out and being like, you know what? Yeah, it's true. Like the whole alien thing.
The whole alien thing, that took way too long.
Yeah, we knew it.
Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 was correct, by the way. Aliens are real.
If people, dude, I've had this conversation with so many people. If you for a second sit here and tell me that we are the only people and or beings in this entire universe, you're a fucking idiot.
Exactly. There's no way we're the only beings in existence in this universe that is apparently infinite. There's no way we're the only ones.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that.
I dug down a deep rabbit hole on TikTok the other day watching Neil deGrasse Tyson, the
Yeah.
astrophysicist guy.
Yeah.
And he was saying about time travel is possible, but only to the future. Because if you send something that goes at the speed of light, so like, say for instance, you and I are identical twins. You stay here on Earth, and I go out into a rocket ship and get shot out into space at light speed. The clocks go slower as like the faster you move. So you could have aged 20 years, and I'd only have aged 10 years.
You bastard.
It's, Neil deGrasse Tyson, that would, when we eventually take over Joe Rogan's spot for the podcast, I want to have Neil deGrasse Tyson on the show. That guy is incredibly smart.
And I'm not.
Like, overly smart.
I learn a lot if I sat in an episode with that guy.
Well, that's the thing, too. I feel like we are smart. It's just when it comes to certain other people.
I feel like some people just retain information better than me.
Yeah.
Better than probably. I mean, I feel like even you retain information better than me.
Like, there's some people I talk to, and I'm like, wow, I'm a fucking idiot compared to these people.
Yeah. Especially like.
And I feel like he would be one of them. That I'd just be like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever you say, man. That's.
Especially when people use big words. I'm like, whoa, what was that?
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
No, that's.
What does it mean? It's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got a point there, Will. You absolutely have a point there. It's without a doubt how that goes. But yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is too about the whole conspiracy thing is like we can go through a million of these today because most of the time when you talk about them, it's like a 10, 15-minute conversation and then you just move on to the next one. You're like, well, okay. But I don't know, man. It's so unsettling to me sitting here thinking that that one family determines what kind of money I make anywhere. 'Cause you got to think about like essentially if they supply the banks and then the banks supply our boss and then he pays us, it's like it's a vicious cycle, but they're the ones sitting here like, oh, well, this person does this amount of work or this group of people does this amount of work. We're only going to give them this much money. And then the fact that they can determine what other countries are out there that are like, yeah, we have third world countries, make currency kind of irrelevant, make them go back to selling goats and chickens and
But my biggest question is, how did a family that starts out owning vineyards and owning a winery turn into like one of the biggest banking businesses in the world?
so there was a book that came out by one of the Rothschilds called Jewish Space Lasers. And it was like it was something about the Rothschilds conspiracy or the Rothschild family and 200 years of conspiracies or whatever. And part of that article said in the book a man by the name of Satan, and they put Satan in like quotations, kind of gave this family their power to control this kind of stuff. And that goes back into the whole Illuminati type
I was
shit
about to
too.
say that's some Illuminati shit if you're bringing Satan into the mix.
Right. Because it's like, think about it. You realize, was it you that was talking about that? Or was that Soggy? About the whole Ice Spice thing and her music's not real. It's all AI generated.
That was Soggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people say that, like, she's one of the main faces of the Illuminati. And it's super weird.
That would be wild.
Because do you remember SNL when Keenan Thompson, Pete Davidson, and Ice Spice were all on there?
Yeah.
And Ice Spice, or Pete said something about Keenan, weren't you like 25 years old 20 years ago or something? And Keenan's like, yeah, well, I met this guy, red skin, orange fur, made a deal with him to keep me eternal forever. And Pete's like, dude, that's Satan. And the whole time, Ice Spice is over there like, yo, this is fucking weird. Like, stop. She was like, stop saying shit. It looked uncomfortable to the point of she was like, yeah, like, this has to stop. Whether it was her uncomfortable with that whole skit or whether
like it was putting them in danger.
right, or whether she knew something about it and it was just like, yo, whoop, stop it.
And then out of nowhere on the news, like a month later, like so and so has died from some random cause.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing they say too.
COVID.
They go missing. These people go missing, quote unquote, go missing, or these big celebrities, quote unquote, go into cardiac arrest. But I have to find this article. There was something that came out recently about Matthew Perry, about him taking a drug that's untraceable. Yo, also, Dudleo, I think it was. Thank you for the follow. Untraceable that causes cardiac arrest. Here it is.
So you're saying that Matthew Perry, is that his name right? Right.
Yeah.
Took a untraceable drug and overdosed on
I
it?
don't think he took an untraceable drug.
You think someone?
I think
gave him.
somebody gave him said untraceable
So
drug.
you're saying he was assassinated?
That's what they're saying because it
Who
ties
would
into
wanna
the whole
assassinate
Epstein's
him?
Island thing. Like, I'm pretty sure Matthew Perry's name was on that list of the Epstein Island that came out. I mean, a lot of people were on there. Like Bill Clinton's name was on there. Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
47
I'm gonna
times
be
or some
honest.
shit.
I don't know all the names that were on the list. I don't think I've seen the list, and I
Yeah.
would like to see the list.
Yeah, it's. Let me see if I can pull it.
And like this, but this isn't conspiracy theory though. This is legit.
Well, the conspiracy is that's Matthew Perry, like, somebody gave him said drug.
Yeah.
Kanye wasn't wrong when he talked about this. When you enter Hollywood industry, you have to join the cult. Pedophiles and satanic worship abound. Kanye just went off the rails when he started blaming Jews. Perry drowned because he was on ketamine and got into a hot tub and it paralyzed him, so he drowned. Well, that's what they say.
See, but that's weird. Like him saying about like blaming the Jews, right? But
Yeah.
then you look at the Rothschilds and they won't marry Jews. Like, sounds pretty Illuminati, man.
Yeah, that's it. It definitely does. It's fucking weird.
But back to the what was it, the Matthew Perry thing?
Yeah. So like, something came out that, or there was a doctor, sorry, that came out and said, yeah, well, there's this drug out there that not many people know about, and when you ingest it, it causes cardiac arrest, and it does not show in your toxicology report. It
Yeah,
shows
that-
just like a normal cardiac arrest.
That's like modern day like witchery.
Right.
Like,
They also say too, though, that like after this next hello, fucking Jesus. After this next world war that will be fought with chemicals and chemical warfare, the next world war after that will be fought with sticks and stones.
you think the next war is going to be chemical warfare?
Absolutely. We're already seeing it now.
Where?
COVID?
COVID? Wow.
That's chemical warfare. The whole fucking... There's a new stomach bug that's out called norovirus that recreates symptoms of fucking food poisoning. That's what I had. That's what she had.
Wasn't there traces of that in Cracker Barrel? I heard something about
Cracker
like,
Barrel...
hepatitis.
Hepatitis A,
Yeah.
which is fucking wild. But it's... yeah, if... I truly believe that this next war will be chemical warfare. Because look, the whole fucking... We talked about it last week. The whole bubonic plague shit coming back in Oregon. Granted, I haven't heard anything since I've heard that initial report. But it's like... It's so funny because when I saw that picture of... or saw the article about the bubonic plague, a week prior to that, I saw a video on TikTok of a lady behind a vehicle that said, be cautious, this vehicle carries an uncurable disease. And I'm telling you, if you sit here and try and tell me that diseases are natural and not man-made, I'm going to call you fucking stupid. I think majority of diseases are man-made. Chat, by the way, if I don't come back Sunday, you know why. Somebody outed me or fucking killed me. Or sorry, unalived me. But
We can't be talking about the Illuminati on stream, man.
yeah, we can't do that. Fuck that. Come see me. If you give me enough money, I might join. I don't know.
I don't.
Listen, man, everything comes with a price tag, okay?
They say money doesn't buy happiness. Yeah, the fuck it does.
Yeah. Money buys me anything I want and immortality. But yeah, like, dude, there's so many conspiracies out there about government trying to control world population. Well, I mean, that's not really a conspiracy. There was a book that came out in the early 90s called Sopal. It's about Save Our Planet or We Will Leave. And in this book, they talked about in the 21st century, a mystery disease would come in, sweep, and kill a couple million people. COVID. They've also talked about the exploration of Mars and landing on Mars because it's the closest inhabitable planet to Earth.
That's where all the rich people are going to run.
Or their, 100 million square foot bunkers underground when shit does finally hit.
Right, but like my thing is why are all the elitist like rich people looking at us lower class citizens like we're fucking diseases? What is wrong with us?
It's so weird, man. Did you ever hear the theory about your body is an ecosystem of its own, similar to the Earth.
Yeah.
With like, so the trees have their roots that
Yeah.
dig into the ground. Our lungs have those same structural roots that look like
Yeah.
tree roots. And they say that once your body becomes diseased enough, it will do what's necessary to rid of its diseases. But I feel like they kind of altered the way the world works, because realistically, I think the elites are the disease of the world and not us normal people.
Yeah.
But it's like they're trying to alter this perfect world to make the elites continue to be the elites.
And like live longer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the conspiracy of if Nicolas Cage is a vampire. Did you ever see that one?
I have.
200-year-old photo of that, and it's fucking insane to me. But it's just like, dude, for all you elite assholes in the world, if you watch this, leave us the fuck alone.
Please.
I have a family. I have children. I have friends that I love. It's like, just fucking let me do my thing. Let me go to my miserable fucking job 5 days a week, break my body for somebody else, to then come home and just chill.
I don't have any of those things, but I don't want to die.
Well, yeah, that's another big thing too, Will, is like blood transfusions of young people into the elites. Have you ever heard me make the joke that the elites drink the blood of the youth?
Dude, that's fucking dark. Yeah.
That's where it came from. The whole Pizzagate shit with Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
That was about like a children trafficking ring for all the like the elitists of the world. Like there's a big theory that the elites, the whole reason the trafficking thing is around is so that the elites can do the blood transfusions of the young and harvest their bodies to keep themselves looking as young as possible.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
I hate that. And it's kind of like, what's the other one? Like reptile people?
Oh yeah, the fucking
Shapeshifters and
shapeshifters.
Shape-shifting reptiles.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton's definitely a shape-shifting reptile. The whole fucking... Well, Biden looks like he's got 9 toes in the grave. Fucking good old Sleepy Joe. Did you see that crazy... Did I show you that picture on Twitter that Joe Biden put up?
No.
So... And it was... Because, like, I thought it was a parody account. And they said that... Or he said something about we finally did it. But it was him with, like... flames around the back of him. And his eyes was like the solar flare effect. Like him looking like a demon. And it was on the actual presidential Twitter account. And everybody in the comments was like, what the fuck is this, Joe? What the hell are you mean by this? Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. It's so fucking weird.
I hate this planet.
I do too. I really fucking do.
Can I go to Mars?
Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard person, people.
I don't think that guy like ever shows real emotion.
I don't think he blinks.
I don't think
Do
he
you remember
blinks. I don't think he shows emotion. Yo, who's that one? Who's that one? What is it? You go ahead.
Do you remember the video of Mark Zuckerberg coming out and just sitting there like this the whole time, staring at the camera? And in the background, there's just a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on this fucking shelf.
Yeah.
He's not a real person. You have this big house, a lot of cool shit, I assume. And on the back shelf, it's just a bottle of barbecue sauce. Either it was a joke or this guy's such a bot that he doesn't know what he's doing.
Honestly.
It's like,
honestly,
dude, come on. But I don't know, man. Just back to the whole like Illuminati thing, Freemasons, whatever you want to call them. It's just very strange that like there's this group of people that have these secret meetings that talk about whatever, sacrifice, who the fuck knows, and that's the Hollywood elitists that are like, yeah, this will happen. This is gonna happen. They did a video online of like A-list celebrities, like Wiz Khalifa, Ice Spice, um, fuck, who was the other one? Snoop Dogg was on there. There's like 15 or 20 artists that are like very well known for who they are.
Yeah.
And they hooked them up to a polygraph test, a legitimate polygraph test that they use for lie detectors. And they asked them the legitimate question, are you a part of the Illuminati? And everybody jokingly was like, haha, yeah, but the needle didn't fucking move. So if you're unaware, like polygraph tests, when you lie, the needle will move if you're lying because it reacts to some electromagnetic shit, static in your heart or whatever. And they were like, oh yeah, I'm a part of it. And then they were like, haha, did the needle move? And they're like, no, it didn't move.
I don't like that.
And the one, they're like, are you a part of the Illuminati? And the lady's like, well, are you a part of the Illuminati? And they're like, ma'am, it's a yes or no question. And like, she just dodged the question the entire time. And it's like, dude, it's going to eventually come out that they're real.
I absolutely think it will.
Who knows when? We might be long gone before it actually happens and comes out.
Yep.
But listen, man, I'm gonna start my own club, my own secret society. And you know what we're gonna do the whole time?
What?
Make crab rangoons all day.
Fine with me.
Yeah, we're gonna wear like just cooking aprons, nothing else, just aprons. And to be
Okay.
initiated into this club, you need to, I don't know, who the fuck knows, something.
Something.
Mark went to a world famous katana swordsman maker. Dude, that's crazy. That, I don't know, man. That guy's not real. I don't really hear much about him anymore because of the whole Meta thing. Now that it switched over from Facebook to Meta, like I haven't heard anything about that guy.
Well, not only that, like I just haven't heard anything about Meta in general. Like he made it like this. Once Meta was revealed, he made it like this big thing. Like what was it? Like the VR Meta thing.
Oh, the Meta Quest or whatever.
None of it even happened. I feel like, and if it did, I
That
don't know
VR
about
did.
it.
The VR happened. It sold kind of okay-ish. But I'm also not paying $400 for a headset.
No, not unless I really freaking want it. And
But
I
even
don't
then,
see myself really wanting it.
I get motion sick too quick.
You do.
I do. I fucking hate it. I can't sit in the back of a car.
Do. You've been in the car with me, and you're like, "Can I ride shotgun? I can't sit in the back seat. I feel like I'm gonna vomit." I'm like, "Yeah."
Dude, it sucks. I get that hot, watery mouth feeling, and my stomach starts to bubble. I'm like, I'm either gonna shit my pants or I'm gonna throw up everywhere.
Or both.
Or both. And
Yeah, I don't know. I'm fortunate to not ever experience motion sickness.
polygraph is weird. It doesn't move when you lie. It moves when your heart rate and sweatiness. What?
Yeah, that some people say they can easily pass a lie detector test if they can control those two things. If they can control their heart rate, and what was the other one? Sweatiness. I mean,
I have to sleep in the front seat. Yeah, I can't, man. I can't fucking do that. I really can't.
yeah. I get too fidgety if I don't drive. I like driving.
Well, we started doing this thing where like I'll drive to work in the mornings and then she'll drive home. Just
I
because
noticed that.
we're out and we drive a lot for work, so it's like I don't want to just fucking drive all the time. Like if we split it and it worked out, I mean it works out fine. But I guess from moving on to the deeper, darker side of the conspiracies, we'll go into more of the lighthearted ones. Because there are some lighthearted ones. Did you hear the theory about Disney is tied together?
Disney.
Everything in Disney is in a timeline.
What do you mean?
So like have you watched you've seen probably a
I've
good
seen
amount
a
of
lot
Disney movies.
Yeah. Are you talking about how like if you look in the background or something, you might find like certain things from other movies, and there's like a timeline that's supposed to be within that?
Yeah. So there It's either Disney or it's the Pixar theory. Oh, it's the Pixar theory. The Pixar theory. Here it is. Wait, maybe Pixar theory.
But then where the hell do the cars come from?
Well, the car. So the Cars is. I think Cars is after Wally. So it all starts with The Good Dinosaur, and I'll just briefly go over. Like, it's a lot to read. The movie that started Pixar's universe 65 million years ago, according to the Pixar theory, when an asteroid missed the Earth, saving dinosaurs from extinction, that prompted species to evolve much further than expected, becoming highly intelligent. Therefore, it can be inferred that animals can be just as intelligent as humans if the latter were not interfering in their evolution, something that is extremely important in the following stages of the theory. And then it moves into Brave, which there's a lot of really fucking crazy weird shit about Brave.
See, the Brave was one of the ones I haven't seen.
Oh, it's so good though. Brave was actually very good. While The Good Dinosaur kicks off the Pixar universe, Brave is the film that really gives meaning to this theory. Essentially saying the will of the wisps and with them magic. Its bearer is the witch, which from what they're saying, the witch in Brave is actually Boo from Monsters Inc. Because if you watch Brave, in the background, there's like a shield or a board or something with a picture of Sully on it. And there's something else in the house that was patterned like Sully, the blue and the purple. That where's it at? The witch can turn animals and inanimate objects into sentient beings that behave like humans, which then kicks off into The Incredibles, which is set in the 1950s and 60s, which humans are the dominant species and superheroes keep order in the world. And then with The Incredibles,
Wait, The Incredibles takes place in the 50s and 60s?
yeah, which is why a lot of the cars weren't super. Well, I mean, they looked futuristic-ish, but the build of them looked like your typical 50, 60 station wagons, sedans, like really sharp edges.
Yeah. I guess
Mr.
that
Incredible was
maybe that checks
seen
out.
picking up like
There's just like the bunker thing and like the light rail. All
yeah,
of that. It seems high tech.
But
then
again-
again,
that goes into technology's been further along than we thought.
yeah.
That's a whole nother thing. Is like there's pictures of people that have been seen that have had fucking cell phones and cameras and shit like back in the 40s and 50s, which is the whole time travel thing, whatever. But when they were saying about superheroes kept order in the world, Syndrome was using AI to create Omni Droid to get rid of supers, commonly known as by and large. Another side effect of the Omni Droid's creation is that from that point on, inanimate objects started soaking up residual electromagnetic energy from the air, becoming animated, which then goes into Toy Story.
Interesting.
Since the Incredible, humans turned out to be more powerful than the Omni Droid, AI started using human energy to feed itself and evolve. That can be seen in Toy Story. The series theory suggests that the B&L Corporation is responsible for developing all toys in the movie and its sequels. There are some references to resentment that certain toys have towards humans because of their wrongdoings. All these films explore the strand evolution. Oh, and then it goes into with that, then the AI stuff started to soak into animals, which then leads to Ratatouille and Finding Nemo and Up. Because Doug with Up and like the dodo bird that had the thing on could talk.
Yeah.
Um. So 2007 was Ratatouille. That was like some of the most modern, like
Yeah.
Pixar stuff. And then that same year, Up depicts that humans are already aware of an animal intelligence and try to harness it for their own benefit. Hence why, what the fuck was that? Mr. Morentz, I think it was, in Up, made that collar that could make animals talk.
Yeah.
This can be seen, for instance, in special collars that allows dogs to talk. Thus, the evolution of AI, and that of animals become unified. These films also show that the consequences of BNL's developments and industrial expansion will eventually lead to environmental damage. At the same time, animals also start to resent humans for their deeds. Then it moves into Inside Out and Coco.
I still, unless I missed it, I still don't know where the cars came from.
I think Cars is later on. I think it's after the humans are completely wiped out. Then that's when the...
So that takes place during like Wall-E, do you think?
Yeah, yep. So it's... I think it was either Cars first and then Wall-E, or it was Wall-E first and then Cars. But Inside Out, the former reveals that the source of human energy lies in their emotions. Furthermore, people's energy differs depending on their sense of imagination. Coco, on the other hand, focuses on the importance of memory for survival and what happens to energy after death. This is quite similar to what happens to Bing Bong in Inside Out, who lives on Riley's memory until he is forgotten.
Bing bong.
So that makes sense though, because Bing Bong was like the very creative, imaginative part, like the childhood part of Riley's memory, and as she got older, like some of us kind of lose that. Most of us do. Some of us just stick with that. Soul, which I've never seen Soul. Kayla's seen Soul, and she said it was pretty good. But that moves into the afterlife stuff, and humans start to get wiped out, and then it goes into Wall-E. Splits into two parts. The opening film, which spans from 2057 to 2110, presents an alarming scenario that has been warned about in the other films. BNL now dominates the world entirely and has destroyed the planet. The Earth is no longer suitable for living, so in 2015, BNL evacuates all humans into order to restore the planet to a habitable state with the help of Wall-E robots who incinerate trash. Fortunately, the plan backfires and ends up generating more pollution, which then comes into Cars. What the fuck? Cars takes place from 2110 to 2804. Which makes sense because you don't see humans in Cars.
That's what I'm saying.
But there's another really creepy theory that the humans that were on Earth that lived in their cars kind of merged and like became one with the car, which is why they have eyes and a mouth, and
that's pretty sus.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Sussy.
That's so weird. Oh no, Cars is first, sorry.
Cars is first, then Wall-E?
And then Wall-E.
That makes sense because I feel like you see cars in Wall-E and they're all rusted to shit.
Yeah.
Like
so Wall-E takes place in 2805. And then in 2899, it circles full swing back into A Bug's Life that came out in like the fucking 90s. When everything's starting to come back and plants are starting to take over again. And because you don't really see humans in A Bug's Life either. I think there's a glimpse.
Isn't there like a scene, or was that? I feel like it.
I feel like I should know this.
Wasn't there like a scene where there was like a person running through the field, and like it would go from their perspective and it's just normal, but then it goes to like their perspective.
Yeah.
And the feet look massive.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
ground is shaking like crazy.
I remember that one.
Was that Ants or was that A Bug's Life?
I think it was Ants. Because there was a part in
even Disney?
I don't know.
I don't think that's Disney, man.
I have no idea. Hmm. Oh, but here it is. The insect genes mutated over time due to pollution. Therefore, they are much more advanced than the rest of the animals, which makes sense. Then
Huh.
it goes to Onward. Bug's Life eventually connects with Monsters Inc. However, Onward finally filled in some of the gaps. Which Onward was about like monsters and shit. Oh, and then it goes into Monsters Inc., which then goes into that's it. And then it's kind of the circle again.
Gotcha.
So fucking
That's weird how it like all kind of connects.
weird. Yeah. It's I don't know, man. The whole Pixar theory thing, like I've been looking into it for a couple years now, and I just don't ever fully like
Didn't go ahead finish.
no, I
Sorry.
was just gonna say I just don't really fully understand like what the fuck happens.
Yeah, didn't Walt Disney himself get his body like frozen and preserved in case they ever bring back like
So that
not bring
was
back, but you know what I mean.
yeah, that was another whole big thing was like Walt Disney theoretically they did freeze his body. Like he didn't really die. He just went into like a cryogenic slumber
Oh?
to freeze himself or like it was like the episode of what was it, Futurama, where Walt Disney's head was in that fucking glass
yeah,
that
yeah.
glass thing.
Yeah.
Like they were talking about Walt Disney and like the whole cryogenic slumber thing. That it's like it's not his full body, it's just his head that he kept. Because like that's all they needed because of his brain
Yeah.
was all still there.
So then when we hit the year 2077, Walt Disney's head is Atom Smasher from
Mm-hmm.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
He just gets this giant like war machine body
Yeah.
and becomes like a corporate bodyguard.
Could you fucking imagine walking around seeing fucking Walt Disney on like a robot body?
No.
That'd be terrifying.
That'd be like the most non-Disney thing on the planet.
There's a going on the Disney thing too. There was a topic that I saw about where they're saying that like at some point eventually Disney's gonna rule pretty much everything and they're gonna own pretty much everything. Because like look at them now, they
Pretty
have
much
fucking
already
Star
do.
Wars.
I feel like they already kind of do.
Yeah, they have Star Wars. They have Marvel.
They have Marvel now.
Like two of the biggest fandoms out there. Disney's like, I'll take that.
Yeah.
They just kind of
Disney Plus has everything. It's
I-
weird.
listen, man. I do like Disney Plus though.
Disney Plus is probably one of my favorite streaming platforms.
You want to hit that button on that fan or that heater beside you? It's hot as balls in here.
I got you.
A big sweating.
I did it right?
Yeah.
That beep was it.
Beep.
That was pretty good.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I think Disney's just gonna. There was like memes and stuff that I saw of some questionable pictures. I don't really want to say right now because some of them are kind of same universe from Tarzan to Wally. Yeah, that was another one they didn't mention in there. Was Tarzan and Frozen because they said there was something about
We don't talk about Frozen
no.
and that stupid snowman.
I fucking hate that. I've never seen that movie.
Olaf. Neither have I.
Never. I swore to myself I would never watch that
Yeah,
fucking movie.
no. Didn't they make a second one?
Yeah,
I
and they're
was
making a
like,
third
oh,
one too.
I was like, come on. Dude, my niece would not stop singing that.
Which yo, speaking
every
about
hour.
Disney, Moana 2's coming out this year. I'm big fucking excited. I really enjoyed the Moana
I
movies.
think it's been a long time since I've seen them.
They're so good.
Like to the point where I don't remember anything.
What, the Moana stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so good. The fact that they had The Rock come in and play Maui was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it in a while.
They're
If I saw
also-
it was probably like bits of it.
Oh fuck! They're also talking about a live action Lilo and Stitch.
Huh. Oh, Hannah.
I fuck with Lilo and Stitch hard.
Yeah, that was a good show.
I'm just curious to
It,
see who they're gonna make the big CIA dude with the glasses.
yeah.
Was this? He had some dumb name
Vin
like
Diesel.
Bubbles or some shit.
I don't
Bert,
know. Bert.
bitch ass. I don't know. One of the three.
Oh, shit.
uh, what was? Yeah. So the Frozen and Tarzan one. So apparently in Frozen, Anna and Elsa's parents went out on like a ship, and the ship crashed on some island, whatever. Apparently that's like kicks off into the whole fucking Tarzan thing because if I remember it correctly, it was speculate that the ship in Frozen is the same ship in Tarzan. Let me see if I can find it quick. But apparently it's like they're tied in because Anna and Elsa's parents were the ones ultimately that went to like Tarzan world. I don't know what the fuck, the jungle, whatever the fuck it's called, wherever the hell they were at. Um, Mother Gothel is the evil queen. I don't fucking care. Show me the Frozen one, bitch. Sid became a garbage man to save toys. What? Did you ever see the meat?
Sid. Wait. Sid became a garbage man to save the toys.
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone
Is that a
remembers.
conspiracy or is that like?
So this is a website that says down the rabbit hole 20 weird Disney fan theories.
Oh, it's a fan theory.
I mean, it's kind of fan theories kind of are similar to conspiracy theories.
In a way.
But where's this one at? Gaston might be the headless horseman. Gaston was a piece of shit. He did some real questionable shit in those movies. Here it is. Everyone remembers Sid Phillips, the mean toy harmer and former next door neighbor to Andy and his toys. Not much was heard from the kid since he was traumatized for life by Woody, Buzz, and the mutant toys in the first Toy Story film. But we saw him return in Toy Story 3, where he is now no longer a nightmare next door, but a metalhead garbage man. The theory states that Sid chose to become a garbage man in order to save discarded toys from the dump. This is highly plausible given the fact Sid knows about the sentience of toys. Perhaps he sees it as a penance for all those years. That scared the shit out of me. The penance for all those years of strapping action figures to fireworks. We've certainly got no complaints, but at least he's happy about it. No, Andy didn't go work or save toys. He got cancer and died from seeing the toys move. Did you ever see that Meat Canyon video? Did I ever show you that?
I think so. Maybe. Probably not.
Dude, I have to show you that shit. So they did a Meat Canyon video of Toy Story where it's like creepypasta type weird shit. And
oh no, wait. Yeah, wasn't
it was about Sid seeing the toys, and Andy's like, I know you moved. I know Sid saw you. And he's like, move, damn it. I'm going to kill all your friends. And takes a hammer and starts smashing like the piggy bank, Ham, and Wheezy, and Woody comes to life. And he's like, there, Andy. He's like, you see us move. He's like, now you have cancer. He's like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, that's why Sid isn't around. He's like, Sid never went to college. Sid's dead.
Oh.
Because he got cancer, Andy, and now you have cancer. Are you happy? And he starts like coughing up blood in his hand.
Oh my god.
And it's like a weird pan-in of like Woody's fucked up face. He's like, you have cancer. It's so fucked. It's so funny though. It's fucking hilarious, dude. That Meat Canyon shit to me is wild. Maybe we'll do like a live only show one day and just like right down here underneath we'll just put YouTube videos up and just react to them. I don't I don't know if we could do the Meat Canyon ones though. Kind of questionable.
Yeah, they're. I mean, they're a little dark. We'd have to put a rating on that, like a 21 plus.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
also have the fucking SpongeBob one too.
Oh my god!
Did you
I
see
saw that one. Isn't there one like of SpongeBob getting eaten? Or
Yeah,
something?
Mr. Krabs and Squidward. Like
Yeah, they just eat
that's
him.
the secret formula to the Krabby Patty. The Kill Me Cupcake? What do you mean? The Kill Me Cupcake? Oh, you talking about the from the ASDF movies? Oh man, what? Is it a Meat Canyon one? Oh no, it's the muffin. He's like, "Would you like a muffin?" And the guy's like, "I'm okay." And this muffin like hops and he's like, "Why won't you let me die?" And like, I think they made 9 of these ASDF movies, and this fucking muffin is in it every single time. And he just gets more and more aggressive of like, "Why won't you kill me?" It's this little I can't say that. It's this little unaliving muffin that just wants to die.
Oh, it kind of reminds me of Borderlands 2, Face McShooty. That most random side quest. Where
Yeah.
you run through a field, and then all you hear is, "Come here, come here, come here, come here, kill me, kill me, kill me." And you
Yeah.
go up to him and you just accept the quest, and he's like, "Shoot me in the face, do it!" And right when you shoot him and his head explodes, he goes, "Thank you."
Yeah, dude, that was so funny because in that, I would like try to go up to a really far away location from where he was at that I could still see if I could shoot him in the head from like super far away. And it would get crazy. I would throw grenades down there to see if I could do it. But like there was optional quests. You could like shoot him in the arm or shoot him in the leg or something. And it was pretty fucking funny. That game was so good though, man. God damn, that game was so good. But yeah, back to the Disney Disney.
What a weird tangent.
That's what we do, man. That's what makes us dysfunctional.
We went from Disney to Meat Canyon.
Um. Oh, there's another crazy one. That the fucking merchant in Aladdin is the actual genie. Long blah blah blah. Oh, he was the genie in disguise because the same voice actor who played the merchant played it was Robin Williams. They played the same people. Guess that makes I don't know. Some theories that people come up with are fucking wild. Where the fuck is this? Tarzan is Anna and Elsa's brother. Here we go. So it was a theory up for debate for some time now amongst the Disney fan base is the fate of Anna and Elsa's parents in Frozen. In the movie, they are presumed lost at sea. Disney fans speculate that the ship in Frozen is the same ship featured in 1999's Tarzan, and that Tarzan's parents are none other than the king and queen of Arendelle. The royals do look similar to Tarzan's parents, but that's not the only factor going for them. It was confirmed by the director of Frozen, Jennifer Lee, that the king and queen were shipwrecked and had a baby boy, built a treehouse, and were eaten by a savage leopard. And that's exactly what happened in fucking Tarzan.
Wow.
So a movie that's fucking what? Tarzan was 99. Frozen came out in what, like 20?
Dude, I want to say like 2014.
Was it that?
2013.
When the fuck did Frozen come out? I'm just gonna ask Google that same question. I'm gonna type that into Google exactly. When
It was either
the
2014 or
fuck
2016, somewhere around there.
2013. It fucking netted 1.3 billion dollars globally. What the fuck, dude?
Why do people think it's that good?
1999.
Like, everyone has their own taste, but of all Disney movies, Frozen?
Whoa. 26. That doesn't make sense. They're saying that Frozen took 70 years to make.
Nuh-uh.
They worked on the project until 1942, but World War II stalled the movie. The idea for the Snow Queen was revisited in the late 90s, but was scrapped again in 2002 and again in 2010.
Oh, it's
What?
not saying that it was like the movie that came out was being made for that long. It's saying the idea of the movie was they were trying to execute it since the 40s, but they kept getting stalled. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch the.
No, you're good.
Mouse. Kept getting stalled, and then 2013, like a couple years before, is when they finally. Because you said 2010 is when they got canceled again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then probably around the same time that got canceled again, they revisited it, and they were like, look, it's perfect. It's good now.
It's so crazy, though. 70 years for the idea.
Yeah.
Yo, ranged velocity. Hello. I mean, if you say so. We don't... I'll let that slip. I don't... We don't talk about that in here. Because religion and politics are two topics that get people very upset. Mainly because most people don't really know about either. We just go off of what we hear. None of us have lived long enough to really know that side. But, you know, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I think we're right at that hour mark, man.
Not quite. I don't think.
I think we have 3 minutes yet. Because we started it. We were 15 minutes in and started it.
We're like 4 minutes away. But
It is what it is.
You know what I also just realized? We never introed.
That was my intro.
What was your intro?
When I was like, welcome back to I'm Dysfunctional and Ben's Dysfunctional. Listen, man, I got 30 for a loop sometimes.
That was like the tiniest little intro.
Right. But it was there. It was subtle.
Yeah.
But where can they find you, man? What can they find you? Where?
I mean, you can find me at Convathe on any platform or social media platform or whatever. But I don't have my own personal page at the moment, so there's not really anything people can find me
Plug
on.
away the band, homie.
Well, then you can find my band at Blowing Smoke on Spotify and pretty much any streaming platform that you use.
Hell yeah. And you can go follow me right where you're at right now, twitch.tv/TheSteelNation. Go follow the YouTube channel at the Dysfunctional Postgame. And go follow the show on TikTok and Instagram. And we'll see you guys next week.